Morning, everyone. Evening, afternoon, yada yada, all of that. Lieutenant Asagbro back. Sorry, I know I keep doing like every video once in a while where I apologize, but sorry about the wait this time. It was a bit longer than the other ones. My girlfriend came to visit, so I took some time off. Being alone, it's good to clear your head and do some fun things together. Went around traveling. SoCal. Went to where did we go? Chuck out Universal Studios. That was pretty fun. Side note, all the rides there are pretty cool. In fact, it's probably the best theme park I've ever went to. There's not as many rides as say at Six Flags or Disney, but all the rides there kind of have a lot of heart to them. They're very long, and the lines weren't long at all. The catch is, like, most of the rides somehow involve water. Don't know why. Even like if it's not a water ride, like the Simpsons VR ride, there's still water involved. Like you will get splashed. I don't understand it. But yeah, no, it was pretty fun. Did the iFly indoor skydiving thing. I might use that as a thumbnail one day. That's pretty fun. Went to eat in some places, go karting, and all of that. So it's pretty good. And then I've been catching up on work since I was on vacay for like 10 days or so. Sorry about my voice. But yeah, I'm back in the swing of things. It's Saturday right now. It's about 9:30 here on the West Coast. I've been asked to come help with a project at work, so I'm getting ready, or we'll be getting ready after this video, but I didn't want to wait any more time. I know it's been a while. And a buddy on Reddit's been asking where the videos are at, or at least hit me up today, so I figured I would come in. Oh, hopefully that ends soon. Anyway, I had a quick thing on my mind in regards to my weekend projects. Let me go and close Steam for a second. In regards to my weekend projects, something came up that I wanted to discuss real quick, and it was regarding your EPRs and OPRs. So for those of you that are on the outside looking in, those of you who are on the inside looking in, again, apologize. You already know this, so just bear with me a minute or two. Your EPRs are your enlisted performance reports, and your OPRs are the equivalent officer performance reports. And these are basically what you use, or what your supervisor or your above lead in the chain, who's overseeing you and your development, will use this kind of like a performance report. See how you've been doing from last year to this year. So any project that you've done, any way you've helped support or influence the Air Force mission, anything you've done good at your shop or your unit or your section, they'll all go here, and how it affects the bigger picture or unit morale as a whole. As an officer, some of you may be in charge of writing these EPRs for other airmen, enlisted personnel. And then when you gain senior rank, you would be doing it for commissioned, or officers rather. And for officers, your supervisor or above chain will be writing this for you. The reason why I'm bringing this up is, as you see, it's a Saturday. Depending on your AFSC, you may or may not be working weekends. In my case, I'm a scientist, so Mondays to Fridays are my typical. However, since I'm supporting main base with a side project, this will be taking place on the days that I have time from the labs, which would either be any time that I have downtime, which would be Monday through Friday, or in this case a weekend, because they're ramping up for a big project. So I'm coming to help them. And I'm trying not to lose all my thoughts. So you want to the issue here, and it may depend again on your AFSC, your duty title, your job, is that for me, working at the lab, our chain of commands are all over the place. You have a head shed where your military personnel are, and then you have like other areas or units in the facility where your direct supervisor or your other person above you in the chain will be stationed. By that I mean that you may be finding yourself in a situation where your work, you might be doing good work, but your supervisor may not be directly looking at you or be able to see you on a day-to-day basis to see how you've been improving or what you've been doing. So the catch there is, my advice to you in the situation that I'm in is, if you want to have a good performance report, you have to find a way to get yourself out there. It's great if you do your job and all of that, but if you're doing your job and you're focused in it, but your supervisor isn't seeing this or doesn't notice it, it's going to be, well, it's not your word against theirs, because you should be writing down. Is there a way to mute that? You should be writing down what you're doing throughout the year, such that when it's time for your performance report, you can go and talk with your supervisors to what you did and how it worked out. Or you want to do things in front of them so that they have their own bullets in addition to what you have on the side. So say you're doing something really good at your job, but you're also helping around at the site. Whenever you have downtime, you'd be going to other shops, seeing if they have anything done. And they're around, assuming that you and your supervisor are in different areas. The people that you're helping are around your supervisor. So while your supervisor is moving to and fro, he sees you or she sees you, and start talking about what's going on, why are you here, and then you explain, hey, I finished my work here, and I saw that they were down here, so I asked the chain at my area if I could go and help them out, and they agreed, so I'm helping them out. And then your supervisor would say, oh, you have initiative, yada yada yada, and this would be a good bullet for you. So then when you go to talk about what you've been doing throughout the year, your supervisor has points that they've noticed that they want to write down, and then you have your own that they may not have been privy to since they're away. It's a lot of common sense stuff, but I do stress that. Make sure that you do have a list of things that you do, because at the end of the year, you have to now think about everything that you've done for the last 12 months. You may or may not miss a thing or two. And it's always good to have as much information as possible so that when you bring it to your supervisor, they have a lot to write. Even though it's going to be in like a truncated bullet format. We might go over that later, but it's weird. In addition to that, you want to get strats, or you want to try to get strats. I'm pretty sure I'm on this, but again, if I'm wrong, military personnel feel free to dogpile me. But your strats are basically stratifications in your reports. They are ways for your supervisor to show how much, to kind of show how much above the level you are in regards to everyone else. So the military as a whole, they always want the best of the best in everything. So when your performance reports comes out, it's kind of hard to single out people who are doing excellent if everyone is doing excellent, So these strats are things that your supervisor would write down to place you in a chain of other personnel, your peers, literally numbered, to see where you rank, or to praise where you rank in regards to them. So say one strat for you could be your supervisor writing, my number one CGO, company grade officer. My number one of 20 CGOs. So that would mean of all the people that they are supervising, you're the number one of them. So depending on that supervisor's rank, when your performance report is going to be pushed up towards the board, and say you were trying to make rank or get a promotion, granted it's essentially given to you from 01 to 03, but say you're trying to go to 03 to 04, and your supervisor was looking at your report and put you as a number one out of all the people that they're supervising, it would look favorably on your report to have their word saying that you are this well an officer in regards to everyone else, because everyone else is doing the same job that you're doing. Well, roughly everyone's doing whatever job that they were hired to do, but in addition to that, you've been so above and beyond that you are written as the number one personnel. So you would get, within reason, you would be pushed above your peers, and this will only help you when it's coming to your promotion, or your chance, I guess. I think that, but that's pretty much all I wanted to get across today. I do have a couple of other ideas, but I didn't want to press that out. For those of you who are focusing on your duties and you're going to come in and you're going to be the best at what you do, Godspeed and good luck. But don't just focus on your job. Again, try to get yourself out there, be seen. Don't do a bad job everywhere. Don't spread yourself too thin. But at the same time, work hard and try to get out of your comfort zone or do something else, because people will notice you. And when it's time to write your reports, you want to be in a position where you have too many things that you've done and you have to truncate it down to 7, as opposed to having 4 down. You have to remember, you have to run around giving candy bars to people to make sure that you could go and say, I've done charitable donations or something. You don't want to be in that situation. But yeah, thank you for watching. Again, sorry for the pause in my videos. And the lack of audio and all of that. I really got to stop being lazy and learn how to do all this stuff. Anyway, a happy weekend to you all. Happy Mother's Day to the moms out there. I got my mom a video. It sucks. The way I can't enjoy it with my mom, but still getting her a gift anyway. So make sure to take the time out for those that you love. Yeah, that's about it. So everybody, have a good Saturday. Have a good weekend. Catch you on the flip side.